Hey, young historians, Mr. Moran here, and for Tuesday, we're going to learn about the Whiskey Rebellion. So, only a few years after Shays' Rebellion, remember Shays, this took place when we had the Articles of Confederation, our first constitution, and the farmers were upset in Western Massachusetts because of the fact they could not pay for their farms, and the banks were repossessing their farms, and the farmers were going to debtor's prison. So, only a few years after this, Washington was faced with a rebellion as president, and this rebellion was known as the Whiskey Rebellion. So, in a nutshell, the Whiskey Rebellion took place in western Pennsylvania when farmers were upset over the federal government taxing the whiskey they produced. The rebels attacked federal officials and destroyed property because what happened was, as you know, wars cost money, and each state had this huge debt that they had to pay off. And Hamilton said, hey, you know what? What we're going to do is we're going to take all these debts that all the states own, and we're going to combine them together in one big lump sum, and the federal government's going to pay for them. But now you've got this debt. You got to figure out how is it you're going to pay for them. And one way was through taxing whiskey. So what you're going to do is you're going to complete the following tasks. I've included this short video that goes into some details about the Whiskey Rebellion. And then after you've watched this video, you're going to answer one of the following questions on a discussion board. So remember, you are not answering both of them. You're going to pick one of them. So the first one is, if you were a farmer in western Pennsylvania, would you have supported the rebellion? And please clearly state your answer as yes or no. I don't want someone to say, oh, maybe or maybe not. Nope, I'm looking for yes, I would, or no, I wouldn't. Very definitive. Then you need to give supported details to your answer. The more details, the more likely you will earn total points for this assignment. Please just don't say, yep, I would support the farmers. And that's it, because you're not going to get full credit. I've included a sentence frame for you. And one of the possible sentence frames is, if I were a farmer in western Pennsylvania, I would or would not, depends on your answer, support the rebellion because, and this is where you're putting your supportive answer, your supported details in your answer. Or you could answer this one. Do you believe the rebels surrendered peacefully because President Washington commanded the militia? Because remember, this is the first and only time a sitting president is out in the field with his troops commanding the army, because that's his role as a commander-in-chief. He can do that. So please clearly state your answer, and then give support details to your answer. And like I said before, the more details in your support details, the more likely you're going to earn points. And I've created a couple sentence frames for you here. I believe the rebels surrendered peacefully because President Washington commanded the militia because, and then your details. Or, I do not believe because President Washington commanded the militia, this was the reason the rebels surrendered peacefully. Rather, it was because, and then give your support details. Okay. And then also, after you've made your first initial post, you need to reply to two other student posts. Please remain positive and respectful during this discussion. And again, I've made some sentence frames for you. So if you stumble across a post you agree with, you could write, I agree with your post when you stated, and then put in quotes what it is that you agree with. Or, I disagree with your statement because, and then give details why you disagree with your statement. So there you go. This is your assignment. And if you have any questions, please ask your teachers, or shoot me an email, or visit one of the teachers during office hours. Thanks, and have a great day.